So we're here in the top of the first, and MLB China threatening early. And Roland managed to get 2 outs here as the 5-hitter Linzach Young, third baseman, comes up for MLB China. Oh, and Roland chasing after the man on second, Luan. Instead of throwing it over, he tried to chase him with the ball. 2 away, no score in the top of the first, but China threatening. Roland sets at the belt and delivers. In the dirt, it'll be 1-0.
This is a pretty big moment already early on. Roland has not allowed a run in the CWL season. So if China can get on him now, it would be huge for their momentum.
Here's a 1-0, swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball on the outside edge. It's 1-1. So the inning started with a strikeout looking for Wu, and then Hush Shin got a base hit. Luan apparently got hit by a pitch, and then Gunja just grounded out to first, moving the runners over. The 1-1 is fouled back into the screen. 1-2 now.
Yeah, Danny, after you lose 5 games in a row like this MLB China team has, this would be massive to kind of stem that tide and change it in their direction.
1-2, 2 away. Roland trying to get out of this jam. Here's the pitch. That one's inside, 2-2 now.
At the same time, if you're Roland and the Grizzly, can kind of put a dagger into MLB China if they lose this opportunity. So only the top of the first, but just such a pivotal point.
Roland ready again. Sets near the belt. Here's a 2-2. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. So Roland gets out of a jam, and we go to the bottom of the first. No score here from Palm Springs. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the first inning from Palm Springs, and the Alberta Grizzly come to bat. It'll be Jorge Duran, the designated hitter. Still no score here in the bottom of the first. China threatened, but Roland was able to close the door. First pitch to Duran is called for a strike. It's 0-1. Arnold Wu, the big tall right-hander for China. And that one's fouled away. It's 0-2.
For Wu, it is equally as important as we talked about for China to get on the board in the first. They were unable to do so. So now after squandering that opportunity, you have to set the tone on the mound.
Here comes the 0-2. And Roland takes a ball in the dirt outside, 1-2 now. Duran from Kissimmee, Florida. Went to Shawnee State University. And he's got a 1-2 count on him. Wu trying to get the first out here in the bottom of the first. That one's popped up right field, heading towards foul territory, and it will get out of play. So it'll stay 1-2. Batting order for the Grizzly. Wargo's on deck, or actually it'll be Caleb Ware will bat third. Or Stupinski bat third, Caleb Ware fourth, Carlos Pinheiro fifth, and Kanice Ejo sixth, Remy Heckman seventh. That one's grounded to third, picked up by Chiang, thrown to first, picked by Luan for the out. Beautiful defensive play all around there, and there's one away in the bottom of the first. Rest of the order, Kevin Consolazio will play first base and hit eighth, and Wenhung Wu will be the 9-hitter and play second base. Here's Tate Wargo, the third baseman for the Grizzly. He'll try to get things going with one. The pitch is inside, ball one. Looked like Wu wanted that one. Wu sets. Near the chin, winds up and delivers. Big swing and a miss from Wargo, and it's 1-1. Flag's not moving very much out in center field. Wu ready and delivers the 1-1. And Wargo fouls it away. And it's 1-2. Wu doing a good job of getting ahead in the count here early.
Yeah, and you expect to see a lot of balls put in play by this Grizzly offense. They mash the ball, lead the league in many offensive categories. And if you're China, we already saw good defensive play. Really going to need to see that. That's where they've been let down. Their defense hasn't been quite on point. So a good sign from Lin Si-chung early.
The 1-2 from Wu is spiked in the dirt. That'll even the count up at 2-2. Stupinski waits on deck, and he's got some power for the Grizzly, hitting from the left side.
And take a look at where Jingpeng Wei is playing in center field. He's basically in right field.
Yeah, he's like a rover up there. Here's the 2-2. That one's just outside. The China dugout wanted it, but the count moves full with one away here in the bottom of the first. Still no score. Wu ready, gets the sign, winds and delivers. The payoff pitch is called strike three on the outside edge. Wargo not happy with it. That'll be the second out of the inning, and in comes Stupinski.
Generous call there from Wu, but he got it over the plate just enough, and the home plate umpire Boucher liked it. So good start for Arnold Wu.
Wu hasn't pitched much for DC China. I'm trying to get some more innings in today. First pitch to Stupinski. It's down and in. It's 1-0. A lot more clouds than usual here in Palm Springs today. It's supposed to be raining in the next couple days. That's why we're playing 9 innings, as that one's called for a strike on the lower half of the zone. It's 1-1. Where the center fielder on deck. Here's the 1-1 to Stupinski. He pops it up, Looks like it's going to get out of play down the third base line. It'll be 1-2.
Yeah, Danny, it's not completely overcast yet, but it's cloudy enough in the right places that we can't even see the mountains behind center field.
Yeah, that's when you know it's cloudy here. 1-2 on Stupensky, 2 away. No score, bottom of the first. Wu winds and delivers. That's outside, 2-2. Family day here at the ballpark in Palm Springs. Be a lot longer day. Here's the 2-2. Stupensky fouls it into the glove for the out. So 3 up, 3 down for Wu to start his day, and we go to the second inning. No score. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Elmer's Restaurants. Welcome to the family.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Back for the top of the second inning from Palm Springs. MLB China at bat for the second time today. They threatened in the first, had 2 runners in scoring position, but Roland for the Grizzly was able to shut them down. So no score here in the top of the second. It will be He Xuan, the left fielder. First pitch is called for a strike on the inside half, 0-1.
Tough start to the at-bat for He Xuan. That was well off the plate inside.
There's the 0-1. That one's up and out. It's 1-1 now. So the start for China, they did get a hit and a hit batter. Weren't able to score in the first. Swing and a miss. Looked like a breaking ball at the bottom of the zone. It's 1-2. Heckman, the shortstop, playing a long way away from second base. Everybody else pretty normal. That one's hit into center field. Over comes Ware, and he calls off the right fielder, Pinheiro, to make the grab. one away. Fans, to keep up with everything California Winter League, follow us on social media. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at California Winter League and on Twitter at Cal Winter League. Or visit our website at CaliforniaWinterLeague.com. Here's Pongway, the center fielder. He bats from the right-handed box, and he takes the ball inside. Kind of a funky batting stance from Pongway. He's got that front toe hovering above the dirt. There's the 1-0. That's outside. It's actually his heel that's hovering, and he's kind of got, I don't know if you remember Aramis Ramirez on the Cubs. Used to have that toe and that heel hover. 2-0. Roland winds and delivers. That one's hit into right field, down the line, and foul.
How could I forget the Aramis Ramirez and Derek Lee Cubs, Danny?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if you would remember those guys. It was a good team. Team I grew up with, at least. Alfonso Soriano. 2-1, one away in the top of the second. And Pongway waits for it and swings and fouls it into the net. 2-2 now. There was one time I was in Dallas, and the Cubs were playing there, so we went to see them. And instead of sitting right behind the home plate, I wanted to sit in left field because Alfonso Soriano was out there. Here's the 2-2. That one's outside. 3-2 the count now. Roland been in a couple deep counts so far. China doing a good job of making him work.
Did he do that little hop before catching every pop fly?
He did. He always did. I used to do that as a kid to mimic him. Here's the payoff. Fouled away again, so Pongway battling and trying to get a base runner on with one away for China.
China really making Roland work, even though he was able to escape that first inning. Had runners at second and third. A lot of work to get through it, and now a 3-2 count to Jingpeng Wei.
Another payoff to Pongway. And that one's in the dirt, so a one-out walk for MLB China. And Wang Ming Shi, the catcher, will step into the box. Haven't seen too much of him, Brian.
No, Liao Wenjie has done most of the catching for Team China. But the last couple of games, Ray Chang giving Wang Mingxi a shot.
Roland from the stretch, sets at the belt and delivers. Swing and a miss from Shi.
It's hard because Wenjie has been one of the better hitters for MLB China, so not a lot of opportunities, but at the end of the day, development over result. So want to get everyone some playing time.
Here comes the 0-1 from Roland. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Strikeout would be nice here. Also, a ground ball up the middle would be even better. Once again, we're playing 9 innings today. So a lot more time for each of the teams to come back if need be. The 0-2 popped up behind the catcher. Stupensky looking for it, and he won't be able to get there as it lands on the small portion of the warning track behind the plate. So it's 0-2 on Shi. One away, no score. Top of the second. Roland gets a new ball. And he goes back to work. The Grizzly middle infielders pinching a little bit for the double play opportunity. Here's the 0-2. That's inside, now 1-2. Fans will continue to file in as the day goes on, and lucky for them, they get to watch 4 extra innings of baseball. Here's the 1-2. That one's into left field. In comes Ijo. He makes the catch, and the runner, Pongway that is, not even paying attention, so that'll be an easy double play for the Grizzly. Just what Roland needed, and we go to the bottom of the second. Still no score from Palm Springs. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Bottom of the second inning from Palm Springs. The Grizzly at bat for the second time. And it'll be Caleb Ware, the center fielder, to lead it off for Alberta. Wu back on the mound after a 1-2-3 inning. He winds and throws a strike. It's 0-1.
83 miles an hour for Wu. He looked good in the first inning. Very sharp, looks confident. Now the heart of the Grizzly order. No easy task.
Wu shakes, then agrees, now delivers. That's a curveball up high. It's 1-1 now. Wu already with 2 strikeouts in the first. He's been getting ahead in the count. A 1-1, curveball right on the outside edge. Great pitch. It's 1-2.
How about the movement on that pitch? A frisbee.
Yeah, it looked like a sweeper. Wu gets the sign, now winds and delivers the 1-2, and it's just off the edge. Counts even 2-2.
Early on, we've seen that outside edge given to the pitchers. I'd go right back there if I'm Wu.
Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball up high, fouled into the net. We'll do it again.
Don't want to leave the breaking ball there.
Yeah, that could have ended up bad for MLB China if Ware was able to get a hold of that one. Still 2-2. Here comes Wu's pitch. That's up and in. So there'll be a full count now. Just one hit in the ball game so far. Still no score, bottom of the second inning. 3-2 on Ware. Here's the pitch. That one's spiked into the dirt, and a leadoff walk for the Grizzly. Pinheiro, the right fielder, will come up. Try to get things going for the Grizzly offense. Ejo right behind him, the left fielder. So Pinheiro steps in with nobody out and a man on. Wu from the stretch for the first time today. That one's popped up right side, sailing out of play, and it'll be 0-1. Breeze starting to pick up out there in center field. Now it's starting to blow out. Looks like a swirling wind today, Brian.
Yeah, and I'd keep an eye on Ware. Already 2 stolen bases this year, has a big lead off of first.
Here's the 0-1. That one's popped up right center field. In comes Shin. He's under it for out number 1. So now it'll be Ejo. And Ejo's shown that he's had some pop so far this year, Brian. A couple deep gap shots. More of a gap-to-gap guy.
Very tall right-handed hitter. Just a commanding presence at the plate.
Wu sets and takes a look over at first. Not in time.
The last warm-up pitch from Wu, we got to see Wang Mingxi fire it to second. One of the better throws I've seen all year long, so if I'm Ware, I'd be careful if I take off.
And runner goes. That one's into left field. Schwan chasing over his head. Here comes Ware. He will score. And Ejo into second base. So another gap shot, Brian. And that'll be the first run of the ball game. It's 1-0 Grizzly.
You called it. Gap-to-gap power on display.
So it'll be Remy Heckman. Try to keep things going with a runner in scoring position. And 1 out. Wu sets, checks on Ejo, and delivers. That's a ball up and in. It's 1-0. Wu ready again. Here's the pitch. Into left field. In comes Schwan, and it's off of his glove. Ejo racing to third. He'll be in. Into second is Heckman. So Schwan playing really shallow out there in left. And it was right at him. So that'll be an error on him, and there'll still be 2 runners in scoring position for the Grizzly, and only 1 away.
Yeah, hit 87 miles an hour off the bat. A tough read by Hudjing Schwan, and an unfortunate break for DC China, whose defense continues to let them down early in games.
Now this is Consolazio, the first baseman. Try to keep things going. First pitch to him was a breaking ball outside, 1-0. So after the error, Heckman on second, Ejo on third. Consolazio at the plate. Here's the 1-0. Down in the dirt, 2-0. 1-0 Grizzly in the bottom of the second. And Wu trying to limit the damage here. He gets the sign. Sets at the belt, closed stance. Kicks and delivers the 2-0. That one sharply hit to third, off the glove of Chiang. Ejo will score. Here comes Heckman. The throw is late. And Consolazio's going to jog into second. So a couple errors in a row for the MLB China defense lead to 3 runs for the Grizzly. It's 3-0. On to the bottom of the order for the Grizzly. Wenhong Wu playing second today. Still only 1 away, and Ray Chang will come out and check on Wu, the pitcher. This will be a Wu versus Wu matchup, Brian.
Yeah, and if you're Arnold Wu on the mound, you just have to shake everything off. I'm sure that's what Ray Chang is telling him. You can't control your defense. You're doing your job. Couple of sharply hit balls into play, so that is concerning if you're Arnold Wu, but let's see if he can recover, and he has to against Wenhung Wu at the plate because in the top of the order back up in Duran.
Yeah, definitely a big out here. So Wu versus Wu. Wu, the batter, with a slightly open stance, holds the bat up high. And he takes a strike on the outside edge, 0-1. Wu sets. Consolazio, very short lead at second. Curveball right down the middle, 0-2.
Good start to the at-bat, attacking the strike zone. Now can he put him away?
Wind continuing to swirl. The flag's now moving towards left center field as Wu steps off and checks on Consolazio. Left fielder Schwann still playing shallow. Here's the 0-2. Called, strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. So a huge second out for Wu after 3 runs come across on 2 errors. And back to the top of the order, Jorge Duran.
And remember, Duran hit the ball very hard to third his first time up.
Wu sets at the belt. Here's the pitch. Curveball up high, 1-0. China D seems like they're playing shallow, but this field, after years and years of play, has widened. As the 1-0 is popped into center field deep, Pongway goes back, and he makes the grab for the end of the inning. So 3 runs on 2 errors for the Grizzly, and we go to the top of the third, 3-0. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Immerse yourself in the ultimate fan experience at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Stop by any of our 3 premier properties in the Coachella Valley to catch all of the games on our giant wraparound screens. See real-time scores on our giant LED sports ticker. Plus, enjoy exciting twists on all of your bar food favorites. Get your game on at 360 Sports in Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back. We're in the top of the third inning from Palm Springs. The 9-hitter Junwei Shin will be at the plate for MLB China. Grizzly scored 3 in the bottom half of the second off of 2 errors from the China defense. And the China offense will try to come back and eat away at this deficit. Roland back on the mound. He winds and throws a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. A lot of these China hitters today we haven't seen too much of. I imagine with the 9-inning game today, they'll try to get everybody in. That one's grounded over to third, picked up by Wargo on the move, and throws over to first for out number 1. So a nice play for Wargo, moving to his left. And back to the top of the order for MLB China, it's Wu.
Wargo plays all over the diamond, including the outfield, the middle infield, and no matter where you place him, he seems to get the job done.
So Wu, the pitcher, still not doing too bad on the mound. It's just the errors that will kill you. That one's on the outside edge, 0-1. Warming up here in Palm Springs Stadium as the sun continues to shine. Roland deals. Called a strike on a breaking ball. It's 0-2 quickly. Roland gets his sign, takes a big step back and winds. The 0-2 is in the dirt. It's 1-2 now. Wu struck out looking back in the first. And he's down the count again here. Roland slowly winds back and delivers. That one's outside and low. Counts even 2-2. Roland doing a good job of mixing his pitches so far in this one. Here comes the 2-2. That one's fouled back right over our heads, and we'll do it again. Evan over there in the PA booth messing around with some sound effects over there on the foul ball. 2-2 again. Grounded over to short. Heckman charges, throws to first, and gets him. So 2 quick outs for Roland, and you could say he's rolling.
You certainly could say that, Danny. And the big difference in the game so far, the defense. Look at the Grizzly infielders getting the job done. Hasn't been the same story for MLB China and those 3 runs on 3 errors.
I can do a play on words too, Evan.
I'm glad you've learned.
So 2 away in the top of the third. MLB China trailing 3-0. And Roland throws one up high. It's 1-0 on He-Shin. He-Shin, the only hit for China so far in this one. Here's the 1-0. One's chopped at the plate, and it's 1-1. Roland working a little quicker than the first couple innings. Back on the mound, gets the sign. Starts the windup and delivers. That one's into center field. Ware going back, but he's under it for the out. So, no runs, no hits, no errors in that one. 3-0 lead the Grizzlies. We go to the bottom of the third. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Back for the bottom of the third inning. Tate Wargo will lead it off for the Grizzly, who lead it 3-0 in this one. They do have a hit, but those 3 runs were scored on a couple of errors. First pitch to Wargo, outside, 1-0. And Wu back on the mound for MLB China. Had a rough inning last inning, but MLB China just needs to tighten up the D. The 1-0 is a breaking ball outside in the dirt. It'll be 2-0. Gavin Stupensky on deck. And Ware behind him. Wu ready. Winds and delivers the 2-0. That one's in there. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, if you're Wu, you have to get Wargo attack the strike zone. You don't want to walk anybody to start an inning, but especially not Wargo when Stupinski, Ware, and Pinheiro are due up after.
Wu gets the sign and delivers the 2-1. That's in the dirt again. It's 3-1 now. Wargo not a big guy, but he's shown he can hit the ball pretty hard. He's got some pop. And like you said, really fast on the bases. Hitter's pitch. Here's the 3-1. Curveball right on the inside edge. Count moves full.
Now that's trusting your stuff. A 3-1 breaking ball with those guys I just mentioned due up afterwards. Good for Wu.
Wu ready for the payoff. Here it comes. Curveball chopped softly to second base. Shin comes in. Off balance throw. Got him at first. What a play by Shin. And that'll be out number 1. Here's Stupinski. He struck out swinging back in the first inning. And Stupinski, really good fastball hitter. Likes to swing early into count to not have to face those breaking balls. First pitch to him with 1 away. In the dirt, 1-0. 3-0 Grizzly here in the bottom of the third. Stupinski looking to be the second hit for the Grizzlies of the day. Wu's ready. He winds and delivers. Fastball outside. 2-0 now. So 2-0 on Wargo, the batter before this. And Wu came back, made it 3-2, and got a ground out. Let's see if he can do it again on Stupinski. Here's the pitch. Curveball outside. 3-0.
Another hitter's count where he goes to the breaking ball. Worked against Wargo. But you know, it's not the worst thing in the world to walk Stupinski, if you ask me. Long homer the other day to right. Got to pick your spots.
3-0 count. 3-0 lead for the Grizzly. Let's see if he gets the green light. He does. And he fouls it off the catcher's mask. It's 3-1.
Yeah, Gavin doesn't want to walk. He wants to hit.
I was talking about it yesterday, about all the hit by pitches, and I was talking about how I would always get out of the way. I would never take a bean. That one's outside for ball 4, and Stupinski is aboard with 1 away. Here's Caleb Ware. And he walked in his first at-bat in the second inning, ended up scoring the first run of the ball game. And that was Wu's second walk of the game. He's working from the stretch now. Stupinski with a small lead at first. And a bunt attempt by Ware. Goes foul. It's 0-1. It didn't look like a base hit bunt to me, did it? I don't know if there would be any reason for him to sacrifice here.
Shown pretty late. We've seen him fly down the line, so it makes sense.
Here's the 0-1. And another bunt attempt, this time fair. And the first baseman, Luan, makes the tag. So a sacrifice bunt for Ware. And Stupensky will be on second base with 2 away. Here's Pinheiro, the right fielder, flew out to right his first AB. And he's got Stupensky on second base. As time is called, Wu will reset. And trying to get out of this one. Wu sets at the belt, checks on Stupensky and delivers over the head of Pinheiro. It's 1-0. Flags moving more than they have all day towards left field. Here's the 1-0 from Wu. Check swing, foul towards first base. It's 1-1 now. Pinheiro from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, recently lives in New York. 26-year-old, 1-1, up and in. It's 2-1 now. Wu taking his time in between pitches on the mound. Kind of a routine up there. Puts his head down. Runners on base. Usually takes just one look. And the 2-1. That one sharply hit to third. Picked up by Chiang. Fired over to first on a hop. The first baseman, Luan, can't get it. So I'm not sure what that will go down as of now. Looks like it's going to be a throwing error on the third baseman, Chiang. That ball hit really hard. And a nice grab by Chiang, but the errant throw will make it runners on the corners for Ijo, the left fielder.
He did everything right, got to it well, sharply hit ball, and then just couldn't finish. 4 errors for MLB China. They're going to be kicking themselves all afternoon long.
Well, the first pitch to Ijo with 2 away. Runner fakes to go. Called a strike. 0-1. 3-0 still Grizzly. They're threatening here with 2 in the bottom of the third. Ijo awaits the 0-1. Wu's ready. Kicks and delivers. That one's fouled into the net. It's 0-2. So a big out for Wu, this would be. Trying to get out of another jam here.
Ijo was all over that pitch, fouling it straight behind him, even taking a sniff of the bat after it because he hit it so hard. Wouldn't put it anywhere close to that same spot if I'm Wu.
Here comes the 0-2. Runner fakes to go again, and that one's sky deep into left center field. Pongway tracking. He's not going to get there, and it's going to go off the wall. Here comes Pinheiro. He will score, and a triple for Ijo. So a 2-run triple as Ware and Pinheiro come across. It's 5-0 now, Grizzly. And they're still threatening with a runner on third. And 2 away, it's Remy Heckman.
I warned you, Danny. Don't want to put it right there for Ijo. RBI double, RBI triple. Good day at the ballpark for Kenice Ijo.
Yeah, boy, that thing had some backspin on it. That thing was sailing and sailing out into the gap. Not sure if it one-hopped or hit the wall on a fly. So Ray Chang coming out on the mound for a meeting, and that'll be the end of the day for Wu. A new pitcher in. We'll tell you who it is when we come back. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball. It's 5-0 Grizzly. So we're back, and a new pitcher for MLB China here in the bottom of the third. That one's popped up foul down the left field line. It's 0-1 on Remy Heckman. Wan Un-Wei, the new pitcher for China. After the two RBI triple from Ijo to make it 5-0 Grizzly. Here's the 0-1 to Heckman. Ripped down the line, just foul over the head of Ijo leading off at third base. It's 0-2. So Wan Un-Wei in for Arnold Wu. It's 0-2, 2 away. Bottom of the third, here's the pitch. Heckman fouls it into the net and stays alive. It'll stay 0-2. Final line for Wu. And he goes 2 2/3. And 2 hits, 5 runs. That pitch is down in the dirt. And it's 1-2 on Heckman. So for Wu, only one of those 5 runs was earned. The defense for MLB China not at their best today. Heckman rips one down the line in left field. Chasing is Schwann, and that'll get down a fair ball into the corner. Heckman rounds second, and he will hold up there. So these Grizzly hitters continue to pad the stats. And here comes Consolazio with a runner still in scoring position for the Grizzlies. 6-0, they lead now.
Yeah, those foul balls from the get-go for Heckman looked sharp, coming off the bat quickly, and he continued it, kept it fair this time. And these Grizzly batters, some of the more dangerous ones we've seen in the CWL.
First pitch to Consolazio, big swing and a miss on a fastball. It's 0-1. So Wan Un-Wei got ahead of Heckman there, 0-2. Was just trying to get out of there super quick, and Heckman fought and put a good piece of hitting on it. That one is called for a strike on the outside edge. 0-2 again. Wu for the Grizzly waits on deck, the 9-hitter. Here's the 0-2. Consolazio hits one high into right field. Drifting back is Shin, and he makes the grab for the end of the inning. 3 runs for the Grizzly in this half of the inning. They lead it 6-0. And we go to the 4th inning. My partner Brian Janselson will take over the middle innings on play-by-play. And we'll be right back. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Welcome back to Palm Springs, California, where we have a 6-0 ball game in favor of the Alberta Grizzly over MLB DC China. I'm Brian Janselson now on play-by-play. Danny Maha scooting over for the next few innings. And Wyatt Roland still on the mound for the Grizzly. He is looking good and will take full advantage of this offensive support. The first pitch to Zhao Luan, grounded to first. Easy play over there for Consolazio. Steps on the bag and retires out number 1. And that's what Roland has been doing so far today and so far this year. Still no runs allowed by Wyatt Roland.
Yeah, Roland's just been dealing every time he steps on that rubber. And he doesn't throw the hardest, but he's got good stuff and knows how to locate.
So Duoji Gunja now the hitter for MLB China. Grounded out to first his first time up. From the windup, Roland fires in a strike to start the at-bat to Gunja. This is the third start for Roland, and he's gone 4 innings in each of them. Striking out 6 and no runs allowed. He's looking to be on that same trend today. The 0-1 to Gunja. Lined the other way to left. Ijo has a beat on it. Centers underneath it and makes the catch for out number 2. So 3 pitches, 2 outs for Wyatt Roland. Up already 6-0 in the top of the 4th inning, and he wants to get his hot offensive bats back to the plate. Linsa Chiang will try to stop the momentum. Flags blowing towards left field. Both the American and Canadian flags out there. Trying to get these games in with the rain on the horizon. 9 innings today, as a reminder. That's the first pitch to Chiang, a mile high in the infield. Everyone converging, and Wargo calls everybody off for the out. So, 1, 2, 3 goes MLB China as Wyatt Roland continues to roll on the mound. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Grizzly 6, MLB China 0.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Time for the bottom of the fourth inning in Palm Springs, California. Alberta Grizzly 6, MLB China 0. Juan Unwei, the man on the mound, and he has Wenheng Wu, Jorge Duran, and Tate Wargo due up for the Grizzly. Wu, the righty at the plate against the righty. Juan Unwei on the mound. First pitch, a ball in the dirt, 1-0. Wu struck out his first time up. Played straight up by the infield and the outfield. Open batting stance. Ahead in the count 1-0. And swings and misses at this one 1-1 to Wenheng Wu. Grizzly up 6-0. 3 hits and 4 China errors have really contributed to this one. Unwei kicks and fires. Another swing and a miss. 1-2. You can start to hear the pop of the mitt there. 81 right on the outside corner. So one Unwei trying to give China some length after Arnold Wu exited in the third. The 1-2 on the way to Wu. In the dirt, ball 2.
Boy, these Grizzly hitters are going to get their at-bats in today. Some of them are about to have 3 through 4.
The 2-2 to Wu. Outside, he's able to lay off of that one in the dirt. Good take. And the count goes full. 3-2 to Wenheng Wu, leading off the bottom of the fourth inning. Grizzly up 6-0 over MLB China. 3 runs in the second, 3 runs in the third. Wu awaiting the payoff pitch. And he dodges it inside, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Wenheng Wu, and the Grizzly look to have something going yet again as Jorge Duran steps to the plate.
Yeah, so this will be Duran's third at-bat, and it's only the 4th inning. A lot of times they only get 3 at-bats in a whole 7-inning game.
This is a Grizzly offense that has pummeled opponents. They lead the league in runs as the first pitch to Duran, just a bit low, 1-0. Coming into today, 44 runs on the board. That's 9 more than the closest team. They also lead the league in batting average. So they have done damage at the plate. The 1-0 to Duran catches the corner, 1-1. Wenheng Wu off of first. He led off the inning with a walk. Duran followed by Wargo and Stupensky due up next. Grizzly up 6-0 in the fourth. Duran takes one in the dirt, 2-1. Actually heard a story as to why the Grizzly might be so good offensively. And it has a little something to do with their head coach providing some incentive as the 2-1 on the way to Jorge Duran. A swing and a miss, 2-2. Jared Lemieux, the manager for the Grizzly, makes the team run 8 sprints after every game. However, for every run that they score, that's 1 less sprint that they have to do. So right now, they only have to run 2. And if they can get to 8, no running for the Grizzly. The 2-2, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Duran flails at it and misses. So a big first out for Juan Unwei. 1 away in the bottom of the fourth. Tate Wargo up to bat with that runner still at first.
I like that, have an incentive. It's a good idea. I never would have thought of that.
That's why we're not managers. First pitch to Tate Wargo, right down the middle, strike 1. Wargo 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out to second, but a great play by Hush Shin to rob him of a hit. He's been hitting the ball hard. Wu takes his lead off of first. The 0-1 to Wargo. There goes Wu, and Wang Mingxi can't collect it. A stolen base for Wenheng Wu. And the Grizzly, another runner in scoring position with just one away.
Boy, the Grizzly just taking advantage of every single little China mistake. And I don't know what happened in China. They look good to start.
0-2 to Wargo, grounded to third. Chung collects it, fires to first, barely in time for the second out. And they're calling him safe. A close call, and China looking around. Boy, they are not getting anything their way. What looked to be a great play by Chung to just collect it, calm himself after the errors earlier. And instead, it goes against China. So runners at first and second, one away, and Gavin Stupinski at the plate. Grizzly already up 6-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Gotta be careful if you're one on way. The first pitch from him misses outside, ball one. Wind really picking up here in Palm Springs, blowing straight to left field. The 1-0 to Gavin Stupinski, trying to send it that way, but he fouls it off his foot. 1-1. Stupinski, a walk and a strikeout. Came around to score on the Kanice Ejo triple. Ejo with 3 of the runs batted in for the Grizzly. 1-1 the count to Gavin Stupinski. Outside, gets away from Mingxi, and the runners will advance to third and to second. Like you said, Danny, just about every little thing defensively that could go against MLB China has gone against MLB China.
Well, and that's a big mistake from the catcher, Shi. You know, it may not have been a good pitch, but with the force in order, you know, that takes, you know, letting that pass takes away the force, and now it's not so easy.
Infield plays in for China. The 2-1 count to Stupinski. Misses outside, 3-1. Already a 6-0 lead for the Grizzly in the bottom of the fourth. We're planning to play 9 here in Palm Springs rather than the usual 7. Trying to get some action ahead of the rain. One on way behind in the count, 3-1. Gets that corner. Stupinski ready to walk to first, but he'll stay there. 3-2 the count now to the big catcher.
Boy, just a tad off the zone that one was, but really good pitch. And he got the call.
The payoff pitch to Stupinski. Pulls it foul past first base. Wenheng Wu at third. Tate Wargo at second. Wu reached via the walk. Wargo an infield hit. They advanced on the wild pitch. And Stupinski now at the plate with a 3-2 count. Those two runners in scoring position. On the way, and he pulls it to right down the line. Fair ball. 1 run in. Wargo joins him. Stupinski rounding second. He's thinking 3. He puts his head down and he marches into third for a 2 RBI triple. The catcher shows off his legs, and he puts the Grizzly up 8-0 now in the bottom of the fourth.
Boy, you love to see the big man running the bases there. Second triple of the game for the Grizzly.
All Alberta this morning. 8-0 the lead in the bottom of the fourth. Stupinski at third after the triple, and Caleb Ware at the plate now. Still just 1 out. Ware attacks the first pitch, fouls it straight back, 0-1.
A lot of extra base hits today for the Grizzly. Not surprising.
Infield playing in again. The 0-1 to Ware in the dirt, ball 1. And guess what, Danny? Grizzly don't have to run anymore. 8 runs on the board. They've erased all 8 sprints that they have to do normally after a game.
There you go. I wonder if there's an incentive if they score 8 this early in a game. Like another one.
Check swing. He went around, says Brendan Boucher. 1-2 the count to the center fielder. You know, I would do anything not to run, personally. So, if that means scoring, I'll get some lumber on a ball, even if I wasn't a good hitter back in my day. That one misses outside to Ware, 2-2.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of running sprints or really running at all unless I'm on the bases.
The 2-2 to Caleb Ware, buried. Ming-Shi finds it, able to keep Stupinski at third. It's been an adventure defensively for MLB China. 4 errors on the board to go along with 5 Grizzly hits. Combine those together, 8 Alberta runs. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Grizzly up 8-0 over MLB China. 3-2 the count to Caleb Ware. Just 1 out and a runner at third. The delivery from one on Wei, lifted to center field. Jingpeng Wei lines it up, ready to charge home. Makes a strong throw, and Stupinski will stay at third. Wise decision and a nice play by Peng Wei.
Well, a big second out. They're down 8, but still a big second out. A lot of time for China to come back. We've seen them do it before.
Carlos Pinheiro, the man at the plate. Stupinski over there at third, a 2 RBI triple. First pitch to Pinheiro, the righty, lined right back up the middle, a base hit. Make it 9-0 Grizzly as Pinheiro lashed that one. Let's get the numbers. Maybe broke TrackMan, because there's no exit speed listed. That's how hard he hit it. 9-0 now the lead for the Grizzlies. Still in the bottom of the 4th, 2 away, and Kenice Ijo will hit with Pinheiro over at first. Pinheiro, a big lead, fakes the go, now retreats. Don't know about stealing up 9. Ijo ahead in the count 1-0. Wei checks on Pinheiro at first. Nothing doing yet. 1-0 the count remains to Kenice Ijo. What a day it has been for the left fielder. 3 runs batted in, a double, a triple. Here looks at the 1-0. Down the middle, strike 1. He has hit the ball hard every single time. The Ontario, Canada native ready for the 1-1 as Pinheiro hops off of first. Outside, ball 2. Some Division I playing experience for Ijo. Canisius in Buffalo, New York. Then transferred to Seton Hill, Division II program. Pinheiro off of first, the 2-1 on the way to Ijo. Gets the call, does Unway, 2-2. Ijo didn't love it. But the count, 2-2 with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th inning. Grizzly 9, MLB China 0. An offensive explosion for the Alberta Grizzly. That's been the story all year long. The 2-2 buried in the dirt. Pinheiro will hang around. Would it not be 9-0, Danny? I think he takes off, but I think maybe the memo has gotten across to not take a base like that.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you definitely don't want to stir any sort of pot in that way, especially in this league with the development league and everything. Now, they want to win, but...
The payoff pitch to Ijo misses inside, ball 4. Ijo will take his base. Runners at first and second now with 2 away, and Remy Heckman steps to the dish. Heckman has done some damage, an RBI double his last time up in the 3rd. 3 runs in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th. Those are some good-looking numbers for the Grizzly. 9-0 their lead. As that breaking ball loops in there for a strike. 0-1 to Remy Heckman. Clouds continue to make their way over the mountains behind us and in front of us past the outfield. The 0-1 to Heckman outside, 1-1. The forecast does call for rain over the next couple of days, and so in anticipation of perhaps having to call those, we're playing 9 innings today instead of the usual 7. Grizzly like the sound of that. The 1-1. Heckman lashes it to left center field. Schwann gives chase, and he gets there in time to make the catch. Nice running play by Hudging Schwann in left, but the Grizzlies score 3 more in the 4th, and they take a 9-0 lead as we head to the 5th inning.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Hudging Schwann will lead it off for MLB China. They trail 9-0 in the top of the 5th inning. The Grizzly all over this one so far in Palm Springs, California. And Wyatt Roland remains on the mound for the Grizzly. Why not? 4 scoreless innings, just 1 hit allowed, a pair of strikeouts. His windup from the right side, a slow one to the righty, Schwann. It's a strike, 0-1.
Well, back to work for Roland. I mean, keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
Tried to get back in the strike zone with that one, but Jing Schwann lays off. 1-1. 6, 7, and 8 due for MLB China. Just trying to get anything going in the top of the 5th. Jing Schwann chops it to third. Wargo goes to the line. Long throw. Picked by Consolacio, but it drops out of his glove. So Hudging Schwann reaches. An error will be called on the Grizzly. Wargo gave it his best effort, but the throw just gets away. So a base runner for China. They'll take it.
Yeah, really tough hop for Consolacio over at first to make. It was a long hop. And just barely missed it.
Jingpeng Wei, the hitter, now as Roland checks on Hudging Schwann. Roland has been a part of history already this year, part of the combined no-hitter the Grizzly threw against the Blue Sox earlier in the season. And he has looked solid every time out there. The first pitch lined into right field by Jingpeng Wei. Throw into second, not in time. It was hit that hard that they thought they could get the runner at second, but first and second, nobody out for China. And Wang Mingxi will try to bring some runners home. They could really use some runs, Danny, just to get on the board, to see a run in the run column, feel a little bit better. Losers of 5 straight. Still a long way to go, over 2 weeks left of the California Winter League. So they've got to get some positive momentum going. The first pitch, blooper towards right, going to fall, foul. that close to another hit for China. But Wang Mingxi will mosey back to home and deal with an 0-1 count.
Boy, I thought that one was going to drop fair for sure. Right off the bat, but sailed foul. This is a big inning, though. You're right, Brian. This is, get a couple runs, start eating away at that lead.
0-1 fouled away by Mingxi. China, having lost those 5 straight after the game against the Power yesterday, went straight to the Ox Field to get some practice time in. Remember, they're the only team that is a cohesive unit here at the CWL, so they came together and they practiced together and they play together. The 0-2 to Mingxi, fouled, straight back, 0-2 the count remains. Managed by Ray Chang, 12 years of professional baseball experience across the minors. So he is leading the way and trying to mold these young Chinese baseball players as the game continues to grow internationally. Wang Mingxi at the plate, 0-2 the count with 2 runners on and nobody out. Roland's pitch from the stretch, a bouncer to third. Wargo gets the tough hop and steps on third for the first out. Runners will be safe at second and at first. 1 away in the top of the 5th, Zhang Wei-shin, the batter. One away in the top of the 5th. Runners at first and second. Zhang Wei-shin trying to get China on the board. Roland still yet to allow a run this year. First pitch in the dirt. 1-0. Nice stop by Stupinski to keep everyone at their stations. Grizzly 4-4 on the year, looking to get over 500. And they're 2-0 when Roland pitches. As that one sails wide again, 2-0 the count. Jingpong Wei off of second, Wang Mingxi at first after the fielder's choice. Wind swirling towards left, the 2-0. Pull down the left field line, Ijo giving chase, but it sails foul. Good contact off the bat of Zhang Wei-shin. Swings looking a lot better for China here in the top of the 5th. They still trail 9-0. But some good signs at the plate. 2 runners on, 1 away. The righty-righty matchup resumes. Zhang Wei-shin up 2-1 from that open batting stance. Takes a close look at that one and sees it outside for ball 3. Good job tracking the pitch. Looking a lot more confident than his first time up when he grounded to third. Just 2 hits for China. No runs on the board as they trail 9-0. Roland collects, kicks and fires the 3-1. Lifted to center field. Ware comes in to make the running catch for out number 2. Runners stay. And a big second out for Roland. Now 2 away in the top of the 5th and the top of the ordered. Coming up, it's not going to be Arnold Wu. The pitcher who was leading off, now replaced by Wan Un-wei. Wan Un-wei entered in the 3rd inning to replace Wu on the mound and also takes his spot at the top of the batting order. There go the runners. Roland didn't see him, and Stupinski fires to second, not in time. Jingpong Wei and Wang Mingxi take 3rd and 2nd respectively with ease, and now Roland will take a long walk behind the mound to gather himself. A big opportunity for Wan Un-wei to get China on the board. 2 away in the top of the 5th. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Roland still hasn't allowed a run this year, and this is 3rd appearance, 13th inning of work. The 0-1 to Un-wei, a swing and a miss, 0-2. Not a comfortable looking swing whatsoever. Roland takes a long look into Stupinski, his catcher. A deep breath brings his glove to the belt, kicks and fires, and gets the swinging strikeout. Roland strands 2 runners in scoring position and makes his way through 5 innings of shutout work. Grizzly take a 9-0 lead into the bottom of the 5th.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Hey Power Baseball fans, looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th inning. Alberta Grizzly 9, MLB DC China 0. We've got a new pitcher on the mound for DC China. That is number 66, Wei Rei-shin. And a pinch hitter also at the plate for the Grizzly, number 16, Adam Green. So substitutions galore here at the California Winter League. The lefty, Wei Rei-shin's first. Wei Rei-shin, 17 years old. Stands very tall from the left side, 6'5". And you can see just about every inch of that height from here. One of the taller Chinese pitchers. The delivery to Green in there for a strike. Green hitting for Kevin Consolacia, who finishes the day 0 for 2, did reach on an error. He toggles his bat in front of him from the right side, awaits the delivery, and sends it to center field. Jingpeng Wei calls everyone off and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. One away in the bottom of the 5th, and up comes Wen Hung Woo. Woo walked his last time, came around to score on that Stupinski triple. 3 runs in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th. Perfect symmetry for the Alberta Grizzly. A 9-0 lead here in the 5th. First pitch to Woo, slapped foul, 0-1 the count.
Well, China's still not out of it in this one, Brian, and they were threatening last inning. It would have been nice to get a couple across there, but still a long way to go. 4 more ABs.
The 0-1 to Woo. Line drive right to the second baseman, Hush Shin, out number 2. Two quick outs for Wei Rei-shin. And he'll face Jorge Duran, the leadoff man. 2 away now in the bottom of the 5th. Grizzly up 9-0. And Wei Ruixin has looked really good on the mound so far for China. This is his 4th appearance, and he has not allowed a run. Gets a weak grounder to third. Lin Se-cheong collects it, fires, and gets the third out of the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Wei Ruixin out of the bullpen. We now head to the 6th inning where the Grizzly lead it 9-0.
Elmer's Restaurants. Welcome to the family.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Time for the top of the 6th inning in Palm Springs, California. Alberta Grizzly 9, MLB China 0. 2-3-4 due up for MLB China, and look who we have on the mound still for the Grizzly. Wyatt Roland back out there for a 6th inning of work. There is action in the Grizzly bullpen, but manager Jared Lemieux giving him a shot to keep it going. Why not? He has been on fire. 2 hits, no runs, pair of strikeouts, and he looks confident on the mound from the windup. Misses upstairs. Ball 1 to Shin. Roland, the 23-year-old from San Francisco, California. Experience in the Pecos League with the Roswell Invaders. The 1-0 to Shin. Bounced in front of home plate. 2-0. But you love to see the confidence shown in the starter. These pitchers start to go just a little bit deeper into games as the season goes along. The 2-0 on the way to Shin. Line drive into left field. Ijo watches it fall in front of him for a base hit. Shin with a 2nd hit of the day. 2 for 3 now, and 2 of the 3 China hits.
It's exactly how China wants to start this inning. They got to get runs, and they got to do it pretty quickly here. Time's running out.
Zhao Luan, the man at the plate, bats from the left side and has a lot of room over there on the right side of the infield with Shin off of first. From the stretch, Roland misses inside, ball 1.
This is the perfect time for China to attack. Roland's getting a little tired up there. Try to get to him before they get that new pitcher in. And force him to put the new pitcher in.
Check on first. Shin looking anxious over there. Still a long way to go as we go to 9 innings today instead of 7. China could use the extra reps to get some positive momentum going in their favor. Losers of 5 straight, trying to turn it around. Pitched low in the dirt as Zhao Luan shows some patience here. A single to start the frame from Shin. In the middle of the order, due up for China. So if something's going to happen, have to imagine it's going to be now. Roland checks on the runner, now delivers outside. 2-0 the count to Zhao Luan. Grizzly up 9-0 in the top of the 6th inning. 4 errors have really hurt this Chinese team. The pitch on the way. Catches the strike zone, and Luan will have to walk on back to the plate. Thought he had ball 4, but he has to get his bat and does not look happy about it.
Yeah, it was inside, but too close to take there.
If I'm Luan, I want to hit right now. 3-1 count in your favor. And again, he wants to walk to first. Keeps looking back at the home plate umpire, Boucher, and now is hanging his head.
Well, that's not going to get you in good graces with the umpire if you keep doing that.
Got to be excited to hit if you're Zhao Luan. You've been one of the better hitters so far this campaign. A 3-2 count to him. Runner at first, nobody out. Lifts it towards left center field. Ijo calmly underneath it. And he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So after all that, no walk for Luan. Instead of fly out to left. Duoji Gunja now the hitter for China. And if you want to talk about damage at the plate, Duoji Gunja has done plenty of that. Big left-handed hitter. Has certainly caught the attention of folks around here. Hitting 300, and every time he hits the ball seems to come off at a high velocity. First pitch to Gunja. Skies it in the infield. Roland giving chase. Calls everyone off now. Stupinski, the catcher, takes over, and Roland hops over his mask. Roland is just a little Energizer bunny out there, Danny. He wants to do everything, including catch pop flies, but Stupinski makes the second out, and now Linsa Chung at the plate.
Yeah, those situations are always tough when you got the third baseman, pitcher, and catcher all going after the ball. Obviously, the pitcher is the one that should get out of the way first. Stupinski able to make the catch.
Hushin still at first after the leadoff single. Now 2 away in the 6th. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1 to Linsa Chung. Grizzly in command, up 9-0 over MLB DC China. Looking to get over the 500 mark. 4-4 coming into today are the Grizzly. From the stretch, Roland misses upstairs. Ball 2. Chung 0 for 2 on the day, as are most of these Chinese hitters. Hushin with 2 of the 3 hits, and he's off of first. Roland looking for 6 shutout innings, behind in the count 2-0. The pitch to Chung, check swing, called strike anyway, 2-1 now. Players participating in Game 2 of our doubleheader starting to arrive at the ballpark. But still a long way to go in this one. The 2-1 to Linsa Chung. Foul the other way and out of play. Canada A's and Palm Springs Chill. The game scheduled for this afternoon. Scheduled for 12:30, but with the games going a bit longer, probably will be after that. As Roland looks to the sky, takes a deep breath as he gets back on the rubber. 2-2 the count with 2 away in the 6th. Runner at first. Linsa Chung at the plate. The delivery, line towards right. In comes Pinheiro, but he watches it fall for a base hit. The throw behind the runner at second nearly gets him. A heads-up play by Pinheiro, but a 2-out single from Linsa Chung puts runners at first and second with 2 away for He Jingxuan. A lot better swings off of Roland in this inning. 2 hits now after 2 up until this point in the ballgame. But can Roland finish it off? Larange has been warming in the bullpen. The first pitch. High fly ball, left side of the infield. Heckman and Wargo tracking it. It's Heckman who makes the catch and retires the side. Roland strands a pair more on the bases, and that might be it. He shakes the hand of his manager, Jared Lemieux. And if that's it, what an afternoon for him. 6 shutout innings, courtesy of Wyatt Roland. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Grizzly still up 9-0.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Bottom of the 6th inning in Palm Springs, Alberta Grizzly 9, MLB DC China 0. We want to take a second to remind you that Sport Clips are the pros in men's hair. They have cutting-edge stylists and hairstyles to give you a championship haircut. Make sure to check out their signature haircut service, the MVP Haircut Experience, which includes a precision haircut, hot towel, massaging shampoo, and neck and shoulder treatment. Tate Wargo will lead it off for the Grizzly here in the bottom of the 6th. A wonderful day at the plate for the Grizzly. 9-0 the advantage over China. Wei Ruixin remains on the mound. Tall lefty. Stands at 6'5" from the windup. Catches the inside part of the plate. 0-1 to Wargo. For Wei Ruixin now, 8 1/3 innings worked this year across 4 games. 8 strikeouts and no runs allowed. He has looked really solid. His 0-1 on the way to Wargo. Upstairs, ball 1. 6'5" will definitely stand out to you, Danny. And from the left side as a pitcher, all the more interesting. Just 17 years old, Wei Ruixin. The 1-1 misses, 2-1.
Yeah, Brian, 6'5" will catch your attention pretty much anywhere you go. Especially if it's a 17-year-old kid.
And that's what the development center is all about for China. Develop this young talent. The 2-1 to Wargo. Soft line drive into left center field. Falls for a base hit over the head of Duoji Ganja. Tate Wargo with his second single of the afternoon. And a pinch hitter on the way for the Grizzly. Looks like Tyler Hendricks, number 19. Into bat for Stupinski. So Wargo starts off the frame with a single. He's off of first. Tyler Hendricks pinch hitting. Grizzly up 9-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch from Wei Ruixin. A strike down the middle, 0-1. First time we'll see Ruixin from the stretch, and with a runner on, looking right at Wargo. 0-1 to Hendricks, pulled to third. What a stop over there, and the throw to second in time, over to first, double play. Duoji Ganja at third, a phenomenal stop and throw to Hushin over to first for a double play, an El Paseo Jewelers web gem.
Boy, backhand on the short hop. That was beautiful.
Just like that, 2 away in the bottom of the 6th, and Caleb Ware steps to the plate. Hendricks has to be shaking his head. Ware dodges it. 1-0.
Yeah, Hendricks definitely shaking his head after that one. He couldn't have hit it much harder than that. And a really tough play over at third for Chiang.
Ganja moving over from short to play third this inning. And what a welcome at the hot corner. That's why it's called that. As Ware gets ahead in the count, 2-0. 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Grizzly up 9-0. The defense has let China down, but not in this frame. A beautiful 5-4-3 double play to get Wei Ruixin 1 out away from heading to the 7th. is behind 2-0 as Ware at the plate from the right side. Loops this one to the right side. Dive, won't get there as it falls for a base hit. Good effort. But we've seen 2 soft line drives, Danny, and those have fallen for hits. And then the hardest hit ball, 2 outs. Explain that one to me.
Well, that's baseball. That's why we love the game. In different situations, something like that, a little blooper in the right can be a line drive in the scorebook, and something hit hard by Hendricks, like we saw a minute ago, could be a double play. No other game like it.
So Pinheiro will hit with 2 away, runner at first in the bottom of the 6th. Grizzly, 3 runs in the second, 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth. They still lead 9-0. Delivery from Ray Shin. Misses outside. Wang Mingxi looked ready to fire at first. And actually a new catcher, Liao Wenjie, comes in defensively for Wang Mingxi. Long look by Ray Shin over to first. Now delivers home and catches the inside part. 1-1. Pinheiro 1 for 3. An RBI single his last time up, back in the 4th. Win picks up at Palm Springs Stadium. The 1-1 to Pinheiro. Line drive to right field. Wei Shin gets underneath it and makes the 3rd out of the inning. An eventful frame, but no runs come around to score for the Grizzly as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Grizzly still up 9-0.
Immerse yourself in the ultimate fan experience at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Stop by any of our 3 premier properties in the Coachella Valley to catch all of the games on our giant wraparound screens. See real-time scores on our giant LED sports ticker. Plus, enjoy exciting twists on all of your bar food favorites. Get your game on at 360 Sports in Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So we're back in the top of the 7th inning from Palm Springs Stadium. 9-0, the Grizzly lead. And China threatening a couple innings in a row these past couple, but not able to get any runs across. And Pongway, the center fielder, will lead it off for them in the top half of the 7th as he swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. New pitcher for the Grizzly, Clayton Larange, will come in for Roland, who had a really, really good outing on the mound today. Pongway fouls that one into the net. It's 0-2. So Roland ended up going 6 innings and no runs, 4 hits, as that one's fouled down the right first base line. stays 0-2. No runs, 4 hits, and a couple Ks for Roland. A really good day on the mound. Still hasn't given up a run, right, Brian?
That's right. 3 scoreless outings for Wyatt Roland.
Larange kicks and delivers from the stretch, and that one's outside. It'll be 1-2 now.
What'd you say earlier? He was Roland?
He was rolling in the deep like Adele. What was the one you were going to say? Rolling on a river? 1-2 is popped into center field. Ware goes back, and he makes the grab out there in center for the first out of the inning. That one jumped off of Pongway's bat a little bit more than we thought up here in the booth. But the wind is howling out there in center now. Out towards left center where that ball was hit. 1 away. 9-0 Grizzly as China tries to eat away at this lead with 3 at-bats left to go. It'll be Louis Wenjie as he pops one into center and a bloop single for him. So Wenjie in his first at-bat of the day, able to get a runner on for China. And in comes Wei Shin, the right fielder. Larange delivers. And that one's up high, 1-0 on Shin. Wenjie takes his lead off of first. Larange deals. That one's outside, 2-0 now.
Had to make sure we had everything in order point streak-wise with all the substitutions, but I'm not going to let you just get away with bringing up Adele and not comment on it. I mean, Roland on the river was what I was going to go with, but Roland in the deep
CCR.
for Wyatt Roland is fantastic, Danny.
The 2-0 is on the inside edge, 2-1. Well, yeah, so I thought I was saying the one that you mentioned earlier, the Creedence Clearwater Revival Rolling on a River. But it ended up, Adele just popped in my head, so there's 2. A little 2-for-1 for you, Brian.
Never a bad thing.
Swing and a miss on a fastball right down the middle. It's 2-2 with 1 away. 5 hits for China today after they started slow. And 8 for the Grizzly, who took advantage of a lot of early errors. That one's popped into right field. Pinheiro is there and makes the catch for out number 2. So this will be Liu Joshua. No pinch hit. First pitch to him is way outside. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Larange. Swing and a miss from the left-handed batter, Schwa. So this is the 3rd time the leadoff spot in the order is being, or 2nd time it's being pinch hit for on the day. As that one's outside, 2-1 now the count.
And Danny, 14 years old for Liao Jiashou.
That pitch is called the ball outside. It's 3-1. Larange trying to get this 3rd out and get his hitters back in there.
At 14 years old, I was taking Algebra 1.
That was a long time ago.
Facing top-level competition.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. It's full now. 2 away, 9-0 the Grizzlies lead here in the top of the 7th. Yeah, that was a long time ago, Brian. It doesn't seem like it. Runner goes. He's up easily, and that will be ball 4 anyways. So 2 men on for China. And with 2 away, and it will be Sung Swan Han. Roland kicks and deals from the stretch. That one catches the upper part of the zone. It's 0-1. A lot of substitutions in this ball game. Ranjay, the 0-1. That one's chopped over to short. In comes Heckman to field it, and he'll flip to second for the 3rd out of the inning. So China gets runners on base once again, but once again can't get him across home. It'll stay 9-0. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Immerse yourself in the ultimate fan experience at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Stop by any of our 3 premier properties in the Coachella Valley to catch all of the games on our giant wraparound screens. See real-time scores on our giant LED sports ticker. Plus, enjoy exciting twists on all of your bar food favorites. Get your game on at 360 Sports in Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Bottom of the 7th inning from Palm Springs. The Grizzly lead it 9-0 against MLB China. And a new pitcher in for MLB China will be Jung He. And he deals the first pitch. That one's off the outside edge. 1-0. And Garrett Calm will pinch hit here for Ejo, the left fielder, who had a beautiful day at the plate. Double and a triple and a walk. And that one's check swung. Called the strike by first base umpire Billy Yeager. 1-1 the count. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. 9-0 Grizzly. Here's the pitch from He. Swing and a miss. Looked like a hard fastball. 1-2 now. Let's see what He goes with on the 1-2. He kicks and delivers. Fastball outside. 2-2 now the count. 83 miles per hour on that one.
You know what I'm wondering, Danny?
What's that?
So we talked about how the Grizzly now don't have to run, right? They scored 8 runs.
That's true. Swing and a miss. He got him on the breaking ball. So a nice first out there for Huh. And there's one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, do they now carry those over if they go past 8? Do they now have to run 7 tomorrow at the start, and then with each run it goes down?
I don't know. You'd have to ask one of the players or the manager, I guess. First pitch to Heckman, the shortstop, is outside in the dirt. It's 1-0. Yeah, we were talking about, I was thinking maybe they would add a second incentive for, maybe 4 more runs. But, yeah, maybe they should roll it over, I guess, right?
Yeah, we'll do some digging.
Well, maybe, next game they only have to score, well, now it would be 7, right? I don't know. It'll be a good question to ask. 1-0 on Heckman. Here's the kick and the pitch from Huh. Swing and a miss on the fastball right down the pipe.
You know what I do know is that at the ballpark, with 9 runs scored by the Grizzly, everyone gets free tacos from Jack in the Box.
Yeah, free 2 tacos coupon.
No purchase necessary.
The 1-1 is fouled into the net. It's 1-2 now on Heckman. Yeah, Brian, we're used to getting those broadcast reads out now. Got to make sure you say no purchase necessary.
A true incentive. Just 2 tacos for free.
Yeah,
and people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Here's the 1-2 from Huh. Big breaking ball. Sails up high. 2-2 now the count. Huh's ready. Sets near the chin. Waits and kicks. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. A fastball at 86 this time, so he's ramping it up. Counts full. All zeros on the guest side for MLB China today, courtesy of the Roland outing for the Grizzly. Here comes the payoff from Huh. Swing and a miss. He got him. Right on the outside edge. A fastball at 85. And Heckman is down on strikes. 2 Ks for Huh to start his outing. And 2 swinging at that, Brian. Really good pitches, both on the outside edge, both fastballs.
Yeah, and that latest one against Heckman, who's put some good swings on the ball all morning and now afternoon long. So really impressive out of the bullpen. The 4th pitcher for China as we now get a stoppage here at the ballpark.
Yeah, so it started with the hitter due up, Adam Green, talking to his manager. And then Wenjie and Huh, the little meeting. So 2 away. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Grizzlies still lead at 9-0. If Huh can get this out, and China will have 2 more chances to eat away at this 9-run deficit. Nobody on. 2 out for Adam Green. Here's the pitch. And that one looked like it might have crossed up Wenjie, the catcher there. That one's low. It's 1-0. Kick and the 1-0. Fastball on the outside edge. Called for a strike. Green didn't agree with it, but boy, that barely missed in the box that we have. Really good pitch. Up in the zone, out in the zone. Here comes the 1-1 from Huh. And that one's up high. 2-1 now the count. And Green pinch hit back in the 5th, flew out to center field. Here's the 2-1 with 2 away. Fastball outside. 3-1 now.
I mean, you can see these at-bats mean everything to these guys, no matter the score. For Green, coming into this game late, hasn't had the chance to show off his skills. So a 3-1 count in his favor. Let it rip.
Here comes the 3-1 to Green. Kicks and pitches. Right, painted on the outside edge, a fastball. Count moves to full. The DC China hitters in the dugout awaiting this last out. They're hungry. Try to get some runs late in this game. Huss sets. Takes a deep breath, kicks and pitches. And time called at the plate by Green. It looked like the umpire at home plate, Brendan Boucher, didn't award him it. But the pitcher, stopped his wind. So that's an interesting little play there. So it's 3-2, 2 away, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul down the third baseline. We'll do it again.
You never know what you're going to see at the ballpark. Pitcher stopping mid-motion.
Yeah, I was thinking that since Boucher didn't award Green the timeout until Hub stopped his motion, you would think that could technically be a balk. Another payoff. That one's grounded sharply to first. On one knee, Luan fields it and steps on the bag. That'll end the inning. We go to the 8th. MLB China still trails 9-0. They'll try to eat away at this deficit. We'll be right back. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball.
Immerse yourself in the ultimate fan experience at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Stop by any of our 3 premier properties in the Coachella Valley to catch all of the games on our giant wraparound screens. See real-time scores on our giant LED sports ticker. Plus, enjoy exciting twists on all of your bar food favorites. Get your game on at 360 Sports in Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We're in the top of the 8th inning in Palm Springs. MLB China versus Alberta Grizzly. The Grizzly lead it 9-0 still here late. And a pinch hitter for MLB China. Sonju Chi grounds one on the first pitch to Green, the first baseman, and he steps on the bag for a quick out number 1. Here's Gunja, the shortstop. He's 0 for 3. Couple of pop outs and a ground out to first. Has been the second out of the inning every time he's been up, so could do it again here. Remy Heckman on the mound for the Grizzly. He comes in this inning. A lot of defensive changes for them as that one's down low. It's 1-0. Larange goes to left field. Wu moves over to short for Heckman's spot. And Garrett Kalm to second for Wu. As that one's on the inside edge, 1-1. And then Adam Green takes the place of Consolazio at first base. The 1-1, swing and a miss. It'll be 1-2.
They're just keeping us on our toes, just like we are with the fans at home switching between play-by-play duties for the first time this year.
So here's the 1-2. And that one's fouled away. And Gunja stays alive. It stays 1-2. And Tyler Hendricks is behind the plate for Stupensky. He moved back there last inning. And that pitch is way up high. It's 2-2 now. 9-0 lead the Grizzly here late. This is the first of 2 more at-bats for MLB China. 2-2, way outside. It'll be 3-2 now. Heckman with a funky wind-up. Kind of a little bit below a 3/4 slot. And sidewinder. And he kicks that leg out all the way. That one's fouled. Left side, it'll get out of play into the bleachers. Watch out, kids, over by the bouncy house. So 3-2 the count, 1 away, 9-0 the Grizzly lead. They have 8 hits on the afternoon. And MLB China has 5. Here's the payoff. That's fouled back into the screen. We'll do it again.
Good at bat by Dwoji Gunja. Battling throughout, no matter the score, no matter the situation. He's looked good from the left side, and he continues to look good on those foul balls. See if he can put one in fair territory.
Another payoff is way outside. So Heckman, after the first pitch, first out, walks Gunja, and China has a runner aboard with 1 away. Here's Han Yufei. He'll come in to hit for MLB China. Haven't seen him yet today. And that one's called for a strike. I believe he went into place short for MLB China last inning. And that one's on the outside edge. 0-2 quickly. Here's the 0-2. Sidearm curveball outside. 1-2 now the count. Yufei, another one of those MLB China hitters. Not a big guy, but does have pop. Runner goes, and the batter is hit. So 2 free passes for MLB China. You would think, Brian, this would be the time, if any, to try to get at least half of the deficit cut away. Maybe 3 or 4 runs here would be huge.
Yeah, for like what we said, despite losing 5 in a row, all it takes is just a little bit of good energy to shift things.
First pitch to Schwann is a ball. It's 1-0. Schwann popped out to short, reached on an error back in the 5th, and flew out to center. A little bit of a meeting on the mound here. Talking to Heckman up there, trying to get him back on track. And while they do that, fans visit Palm Springs this winter and take advantage of Margarita Monday, brought to you by Luxury Pools Design and Construction with discounted ballpark margaritas, 2 for Tuesdays with 2 tickets for the price of 1. Along with Locals Wednesday for Coachella Valley residents and out-of-towner Thursdays for all out-of-town U.S. residents, both with $5 admission. Come catch winter baseball and cash in on great deals. Visit CaliforniaWinterLeague.com for more information and the stadium box office for tickets. The 1-0 to Schwann is swung on and missed on a high fastball. It's 1-1.
Manager just calming down Remy Heckman, saying throw strikes, you're up 9.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A perfectly placed fastball up and in. And 1-2 for Heckman.
So far, the memo has been received.
1 away. 2 runners on for MLB China. Here's the 1-2. That one's fought off by Schwann, and it'll go foul near the trainer's tent. Really huge here for China to get another base runner aboard, there being only 1 out. Here's the 1-2 again. That one gets past the catcher Hendricks, and both runners will advance. So Heckman really struggling to find the zone here. I think he's just overthrown, Brian. And like you said, they're up 9-0. So there's no reason to try to strike anybody out. You just want to pitch to contact and get this thing over with. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a nice pitch outside. So 2 down and a big out for Heckman as Pongway, the center fielder, steps into the box. Pongway a single and a walk. Last time at bat flew out to center but hit it pretty hard. First pitch to him swung on and missed on a tailing fastball. Catches the inside corner, 0-1.
And remember, Danny, how loud the China dugout was at the start of this game. Not anything similar right now, but a base hit could revive them.
Just takes 1. Here's the 0-1. That's outside, 1-1 the count. Wenjie on deck. 2 away. Second and third are where the runners stand. Here's the 1-1 outside, 2-1 the count. Heckman continues to overthrow just a little bit here. And the wind has picked up in the past couple innings. It's been blown out to left most of the day. That one swung on and missed. It's 2-2. Action in the China bullpen. And it looks like that's actually Huh, who came in last inning, maybe getting in a couple extra throws. That one's outside, 3-2 the count now. 2 away. Top of the 8th inning, 9-0 Grizzly. Heckman sets at the belt. Kicks and delivers the payoff. Swing and a miss. He got him on a fastball. So Heckman, after a walk and a hit batter, comes back, gets a K, and another K. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-0 lead the Grizzly. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning. We're in a 9-0 ball game. The Grizzly lead it. And they come to bat with Wu, the second baseman and the 9-hitter today. Here's the first pitch. That one's upstairs, 1-0 the count. Ho back up there for China on the mound. Last inning had a quick 1-2-3 inning, 2 strikeouts. Here's the 1-0. That one's up high as well, 2-0 the count.
Wu does such a nice job getting things going for the Grizzly when he's at the bottom of the order. A late add to the lineup today in the 9-hole, but he's come through.
Here comes the 2-0, and Wu takes a strike. Right down the middle, it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That's fouled away. Count even at 2-2 now. Huff for MLB China, just trying to get them back in the dugout as soon as possible. They got one more chance to get 9 runs or more. Here's the 2-2. That one's popped up, left center field. In comes Pongway, the center fielder, called off by Schwann. And he makes the catch, 1 away. So back to the top of the order will be Larange hitting for Duran. The lefty waggles the bat with an open stance and a purple shin guard. He chops one up the middle. Shortstop Unway will come in and make the play. So quick 2 outs for MLB China here in the bottom half of the 8th. And another pinch hitter for the Grizzly. Alex Sobojinski will step into the box. Sobojinski waggles, bends the knees, slightly open stance. Kicks and delivers. First pitch is fouled back into the stands. It's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Takes a lot of time up there on the mound. That one's in there, called strike. It's 0-2 on Sobojinski. Boy, does take a lot of time up there. That one's chopped to third slowly. Here comes Gunja, makes the play, and he got him. So a quick bottom of the 8th inning for MLB China. They trail it 9-0. We go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for them. You're listening to California Winter League Baseball. We'll be right back.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Top of the 8th inning, last chance for MLB China, down 9-0. And the UNJ will lead it off for them. First pitch from Heckman, who's back on the mound for the Grizzly, is outside, 1-0 the count.
You know, what's crazy, Danny, is these China games, even though the last couple have gotten away from them, they've been mostly close, even in this 5-game losing streak.
That pitch is outside. It's 2-0 now.
But it seems to be that every time, whether they're winning or losing, all the action comes in just a pair of innings, and then it just stays like that. And they can't put a game consistently together. 3 runs across 3 innings. The rest has been pretty good.
The 2-0 is on the inside edge for strike 1, 2-1.
But it's just those couple of bad innings that then haunts them the rest of the game.
Yeah, very streaky. And, you know, sometimes you can be streaky and win, but you got to be consistent. That one's up the middle, a grounder, and it gets past the shortstop, Wu, and into center field, and that'll be a base hit. So a leadoff runner on for China. Still 9 runs to go. But never say never, Brian.
Don't stop believing.
So I went with the Justin Bieber, and you went with the Journey there. You remember that Justin Bieber song? Never Say Never. That one's called for a strike on Wei Shin, the right fielder. It's 0-1.
See, I was about to quote Evan Schmeiser and was going to say you got me speechless, but I'm not quite speechless. I can recover and admire that Justin Bieber reference.
That one swung on and missed. It's quickly 0-2 on Wei Shin.
It's fitting to have Justin Bieber mentioned. I mean, Canadian teams, a Canadian singer, and he actually was at the NHL All-Star Game the other day performing. Did you see
that's
that?
right. I did see that. The 0-2, chop to the pitcher. Nice play by Heckman. Throws to second for 1, and a first not in time. Really athletic play there by Heckman, who's normally a shortstop, and it showed there. 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Still 9-0 Grizzly. And back to the top of the order, it'll be Shua. So a runner on with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Heckman trying to close the door for the Grizzlies. He deals, and that one's called for a strike on the inside corner. 0-1.
And rumor has it these Chinese hitters are actually a fan of another Canadian singer. They're all big fans of Drake.
Swing and a miss on the next pitch. It's 0-2. So Heckman getting ahead in the count here this inning. A little shaky last inning, overthrown a bit. Was able to escape. And now ahead 0-2 on Shua. Here's the pitch. Curveball right down the middle. Called strike 3, and there's 2 away here in the top of the 9th. So here's Han. He came in to play second base for Shin back in the 7th. And a look over to first base, not in time. Heckman deals. First pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Look at you not commenting on China liking Drake.
Here's the pitch. That one's chopped right back to Heckman. He'll run over to first, flip, and that'll end the game. So all Grizzly here today. China couldn't get things going. Rough on the defensive side for them, giving up 9 runs in the second, third, and fourth innings. And that'll be it. Final line, no runs, 6 hits, 4 errors for MLB China. 9 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for the Grizzlies. Great day on the mound for Roland. Laranje and Heckman in relief, also pretty good. And that'll do it for us here in the first game of the doubleheader. We are playing 9 innings today, remember, so this game probably won't start till about 1:15. But tune in. Final score today, once again, 9-0. I'm Danny Maha for all of us here in the California Winter League. Next to me is Brian Yanselson in the PA booth. Evan Schmeiser, we thank you for listening. We'll be back shortly.